What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today I want to talk to y'all about some insecurities that I personally dealt with in the past. Honestly, I'm still dealing with some of them today, and they're just so important because if you don't deal with these things or at least become aware of them, they are going to completely cripple your confidence from the inside out, and no matter where you go, they're going to make you look weak. All right, number one is what I like to call the money comparison. So for the better or for the worse, in society today, our success is judged primarily based on how much money we have. And I think that's why whenever I meet a guy, not so much a girl, but when I meet another man, I tend to always make this subconscious evaluation of them. So I'm gonna look at the clothes they're wearing, the car they're driving, or what job they have, and then I'm gonna size them up and I'm gonna be like, all right, is this guy making less money than me, about the same as me, or is he making more than me? So if someone makes less money than me, my natural inclination would be to feel like I'm a little bit better than them. If they're on the same level as me, then it's like, all right, we can be bros. And if they make more money than me, then the natural inclination would be to kind of suck up to them and feel subservient to them. And I know this sounds super fucked up, but tell me I'm not crazy, bro. Like, I know y'all are nodding your heads as I'm saying this. So obviously if you're talking with someone who makes less money than you should still treat them like your bro, because that's gonna be empowering for them and it's gonna make them feel a lot more confident. But the real challenge comes when you're dealing with someone who makes more money than you, because this is when we tend to get insecure. So when I get into these situations now with someone who's more successful than me, I ask myself, is this someone who I want to be like and I can learn from them? Or is this someone who's just like flashing their money and I don't want to be like them? So for example, last month I was in Los Angeles and I ran into Casey Neistat, who is a dope ass YouTuber I would love to be like someday. And instead of being nervous when I walked up to him, I told myself, this is an awesome opportunity. Let's see if I can learn something. The other example I would give y'all was 2 years ago, right when I was getting started full-time on YouTube. I cut my finger open. When I went to the ER, the doctor who was stitching it up asked me, what do you do for work? And when I said, I'm a YouTuber, he kind of like scoffed at me and was like, there's money in that? It was super condescending. And I realized he's definitely someone who was making more money than me back then. But I told myself, why am I going to be nervous around this dude or try and prove myself? Like, he's not someone I want to be like. Let's just get this finger stitched up and get out of here.
For the sound of my spaceship, bitches see the cloud and it gets to poke the face in. Mama's words taught me how to spot all the fake shit.
Hey babe, toss me that Shanley. That's right, y'all know I keep the Shanley in the glove compartment for easy access. You never know when your skin's gonna feel a little dry, you gotta moisturize. Did you know I used to have really bad acne? I used to have really bad acne, man. I used to make me kind of insecure about it. And that's why right now, I make sure that I have Shanley in the glove compartment. I keep it under the sink at the house. I keep it everywhere because I need to make sure my skincare is on point. And that's why I decided to partner with Shanley to be the sponsor of today's video. Shanley is straight up the best skincare system for men because it's easy to use and it actually works. If you sign up, they're going to send you a little box like this that contains a little card of instructions telling you exactly how much of each thing to use and when. And you're also going to get a mixture of different creams and lotions that have been designed specifically to work together and give you clear, healthy skin that looks good. For example, you're going to get the morning moisturizer I just used that has a little sun protection. You're going to get a daily face wash. And the best part is that all of this is made with top-of-the-line ingredients like collagen and eucalyptus, which would normally be kind of expensive. But because tea sells directly to the consumer, they're actually able to offer it for a super affordable price. And because they're sponsoring the video today, if you click that first link in the description, you're going to get an even better deal on your first box of Shanley. So the last few days I've been struggling with a cold a little bit, like a sore throat at night, kind of stuffy nose during the day. It's supposed to be my heavy squat day today, but from my experience, if you're feeling kind of sick and you go super hard in the gym, you just get like a lot more sick. Plus I forgot my weight belt, my knee sleeves, and my lifting shoes today. So we're just gonna keep it at 315
do like 3 or 4 sets of 10 reps, see how we feel, but just get a good workout in. We're not pushing for PRs today. Damn, bro, 10 reps of squats is like straight cardio. I think all the squats I do is the reason I did so good on that 2-mile run in the Army test.
It's too late now. It's something I never want to say. I stand my ground. I need to be who I'm meant to be. Yeah, I don't see it any other way. I know I gotta keep the faith. I never want to look back and wish I could have been. I'm never gonna regret the hours I've been putting in.
All right, y'all, number 2 is a lack of sex. Look, bro, I don't care if over 100,000 people are watching this video right now. I don't care if over 100,000 people walk by me in the parking lot while I'm filming, which is not very likely. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I did not lose my virginity until I was 21 years old. So when I was in my late teens in college and I was hanging out with a group of guys and girls and people started talking about sex and telling stories, I was always so fucking insecure and so afraid that someone was gonna ask me how many people I had sex with. So I would isolate myself. I would make sure I was not part of the conversation. And I was also so afraid that if I was hanging out with a girl and things made it back to the bedroom, that I was gonna fuck things up. And because of that, I would always sabotage my dating life. So if I knew there was a girl I could hang out with and I could go on a date with, I would make an excuse not to go on the date. If we were on the date, I'd make an excuse not to go back to my place because I was afraid we would get to the bed, I wouldn't know what to do, and I was gonna be so embarrassed. So bro, if you're a virgin right now, or if you've only had sex with 2 or 3 girls, then my main advice to you is to give yourself permission to have some bad, awkward sex. Like, you can't hop on a skateboard and become Tony Hawk in one day, and the same thing is true in the bedroom. I did not become confident in my sexual abilities until I had a handful of bad sex, and that's okay. That's part of the process. And here's one more little piece of advice that someone gave me back when I was struggling with this. They told me, when somebody asks you what your number is, how many people you slept with, just look at them and say, like 7 or 8. Because when you say this, you're not saying it's some super high, crazy number, but you're also not saying, oh, I'm a virgin, or oh, just one girl, because unfortunately, people are fucked up. They're always gonna judge you for this. I know I always stress brutal honesty. This is one small little exception for the rule, because it's just gonna make you a lot more confident in these situations.
10 toes down since I learned to tie my laces. Life is like the Matrix. People come around, negative energy. I get allergic to the jealousy. I spot fake answers through the lies they telling me. And I start to turn to the energy. On my
For the post-workout gains, we are at Mob Pizza. I feel like this might be the spot we come to most frequently in my YouTube videos.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, it's probably not even like top 5 fast food or kind of fast food options.
I feel like you go to a taco joints more.
My top 5 are probably Mellizos Tacos, it's a local spot here, Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
Shake Shack, and then maybe Mod after that, actually.
Yeah, but you haven't been to In-N-Out in a while.
Yeah, I do miss In-N-Out. If you come to Mod, I highly recommend these little garlic strips they have, especially with this. It's like a sriracha mayo, and it's delicioso. All right, number 3 is FOMO. So in case you've been living under a big old rock for the last 15 years or so, FOMO means the fear of missing out. And this is basically when your buddies are going out to the bar or the club and you're staying home because you got work to do or you got to wake up early or something, and you're sitting there afraid that you're missing out on all these experiences. They're going to have all these stories to tell about. They're going to hook up with these hot girls, and you're going to be at home sitting there jerking off and going to sleep. Now, I've always considered myself kind of introverted, so naturally I've wanted to go out to bars and clubs less than my homies, and because of this, those nights that they'd go out and I'd stay in, I'd feel like I missed out on so much shit that when I would go out with them, I'd overcompensate. I'd get super drunk, you know, like, what's the point of having one beer, bro? I'm trying to get shit-faced tonight. And because of that, you know, when you're shit-faced, you don't really do a good job of meeting girls. Yeah, sometimes you have a good time, you wake up hungover, and it turns into kind of this, like, toxic cycle. Anyway, once I graduated college and I kind of just stopped going out for a year, I realized that the real reason I wasn't comfortable going out is because I was not confident approaching girls in bars and nightclubs and talking to them. And when I realized that, I had to take a look in the fucking mirror and I had to decide to make a change. And that's when I started reading a lot of dating advice and stuff. And then I made a commitment to myself that I was gonna go out and I was gonna get over this insecurity. So when I went out, first of all, I wouldn't drink a lot. I'd have no drinks or 1 or 2 drinks maybe. And as part of this, if you're someone who's tried this before, then you know you get a lot of peer pressure. Everyone's like, come on, man, have some fun, relax, have another drink, bro. And at first I gave into that a lot, but then I realized, you know, they're doing this because they're insecure. It makes them feel bad that they have maybe a bad drinking problem or something. And now when people do it, I'm just like, nah, man, I'm good. And they'll be like, oh, come on, bro, it's just 1 drink. And I'll be like, nah, I'm good. And then they get all awkward and they stop asking. But the point is, I started going out 2 nights a week with a friend who also was trying to overcome the same insecurity, and we would force each other as wingmen to approach 5, 10, 15 girls every single night. And I did this for a few years until I got to the point where I genuinely felt confident and comfortable in pretty much any nighttime scenario. So if you can relate to what I'm saying right now and you're kind of in this fearful stage where you don't like going out, but if you go out, you get hammered, then I would challenge you to chill on the alcohol a little bit and put yourself through the fire, kind of like I did. Force yourself to approach a lot of girls until you're genuinely comfortable doing it. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap the video up right here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from hearing me talk about my insecurities for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Honestly, man, I just love being out here and filming at night. It's definitely my favorite time of day to film. So if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you, bro. Give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, come on, what you doing, man? Click subscribe and turn notifications on because I drop 2 new videos every single week and they are all dope as hell. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.